Hey everybody, I am back just with a bit of an update on what I've been up to, just things that are in the works. I have both an Infinity and Warhammer update. For the Warhammer update, I am just getting ready to do my Crimson Hunter and my, well, you know, I call it the Crimson Hunter, but it's the Hemlock Wraithfighter as well. What I'm going to be doing, which I've seen some other folks do this, notably Eldar Corsair is the first one I noticed do this, but I am going to be doing it, I'm not dedicating it to one of the builds. I'm actually going to have the wing for the Hemlock on here, but I'm also going to have the Crimson Hunter side wings because I just like the way that looks. And because I don't really play heavily competitive, like I'm not worried about somebody calling me on it. You know, I don't know how often that happens in the social games, but to be honest, I just want to build it the way I like it, and in this case, and I really don't want to even figure out how to magnetize it for that purpose. Although I am going to magnetize the weapons if I'm pretty sure I can. I'm going to do the weapons so I can pull them on and off. And you know, one of the things I'm one of the only Eldar players at my club that I play at, and it's funny because I hadn't really seen one up close yet. Like I've seen them plenty on videos, but I never really get a good size impression on that. But I was really quite surprised. I thought it would have been bigger, and now maybe it's, I mean, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just seemed like it would have been bigger, just from the, just seeing it on YouTube and whatever, and maybe I'm just seeing it compared to other things. It's funny how you just get this perspective on the size of these things until you see them up close. But honestly, it looks like a really nice model. I'm looking forward to this. To my knowledge, outside of Forge World stuff, this is like the first 40k, like Eldar flyer that I'm aware of, within the 40k rules. Not the, like the game, I forget the name of it, but there's a game that was all about the fleet-based warfare, which I know there was lots of Eldar in that. But it looks good. It looks like a nice model. I'm planning on, I've never done this before, but I'm planning on doing the style of the cockpit where you actually paint the glass. I'm going to be painting the glass with an airbrush because I've not done that so far. I'm actually going to be using one of the heads on a biker in the future, or for like a Spirit Seer, because like the Hemlock Wraithfighter's head is really cool looking, and I think I'm going to make it either a Spirit Seer or like a Warlock on a bike, and use that head for that instead. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to be starting this week. I probably shouldn't do this because I actually don't have like a huge following, from the perspective of, I told you guys that I started that competition. It's like a competition among that Space Marine group that I've got. I think I have one guy that's a subscriber that I'm friends with, and I'm sure he won't say anything because it's supposed to be a bit anonymous. But this is one of the things that I've been working on. He's only base painted now. He haven't done any sort of washes or highlighting or anything like that. But this is my Farseer. I have a bit of a lightning effect going on, which I'm quite happy with. Like, I really wanted to try to step it up a notch and do some special effects that I've not done before, and so I'm not finished painting the lightning. It's just got a base paint on it, but this is sort of that Farseer that has the rock on sort of symbol, and I purchased him over a year ago when I first started my Eldar army, but I wanted to wait until I was at a point where I could paint it and be happy with it, because I wanted him to be a bit of a showcase model, I'm thinking about getting a little bit of one of these bases that you can get where you can display him. I might not even use him because he's got some fragile pieces with the lightning, like for gaming, or I might, who knows. But I'm thinking about it, like I thought it was a really nice time when we had to do just sort of a 25mm base with, you know, a single mini for this competition. And I was thinking, what should I do? Like, that's just a single model. And so I thought, oh, you know, let's pull that Farseer out that I've been waiting on painting. This is a good time. And so here he is. And like I said, you know, not finished. This is just a work in progress right now. And so, yeah, looking forward to finishing him. And I'm really happy with the concept that I kind of came up with for this. So outside of that, I have a bit of an Infinity update. I've really been kind of slow in working on the remaining guys in my military orders. I really liked the game and enjoyed it. I've just been competing with other things that I've been doing. So I've got one more painted, and this is the guy who's a stealth character. This sort of cape, I believe, is a camouflage. It's sort of like a tech camouflage that they have. You know, it's like a computer-generated one, I think. And that's why they have that. And I did basically the lines inside there, those sort of octagons. And so he's a similar color scheme to the other guys that I have. Nothing really new here, besides that it's just a guy in a different pose, and this is a sniper. So, been working on him. Because these guys aren't huge armies, I can kind of just take my time with these guys and do just sort of one at a time if I want as well, which is nice. And that is mainly it. I've got another video coming up. I'm going to just talk about another project for next year. For 40K, as you guys know, I'm going to be working on a lot of Space Marines next year, and I did figure out the paint I want to use. It's an orange that wasn't showcased in that video. It's a non-transparent paint orange that looks very similar to the transparent one, and so I'm stripping down all the guys that I already painted, and I'm going to be repainting them all with that color. And so that'll be coming up. So I'll be doing more Space Marines in the future, as far as 40K stuff. And then I've got another video coming up where I'm going to talk about a Dungeons & Dragons project that I'm starting primarily next year. But I'm just going to sort of kick it off in a video coming up next. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Take care.